What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul, and today we are going to be going over everything to drop from Locust&WildHoney Genesis Collection Drop 4. The release is this week, December 18th. And for the purposes of today's video, I want to go over each and every piece. Now, if you hadn't had a chance to already, go ahead and check out my recent upload where I take y'all with me to shoot the campaign for this collection. It was definitely a lot of fun. It gives you guys a bit of a behind the scenes look as to what it takes to shoot a campaign. But just before we proceed, I did want to address something in relation to our model and how the clothes fit. Upon showing up to Big Bear for our shoot, we did discover something that was a little bit funny, and that was Felipe was a little bit bigger than we had anticipated and what was disclosed on his model sheet from his agency. This is not a knock on him whatsoever. He was actually an absolute professional, but this was something I did want to disclose to you because this isn't the exact perfect representation of how these garments are supposed to fit. But with that being said, I'm going to try and use as much B-roll that does not include him for this review video. But in addition to that, I will be having all of the measurements to all the garments on the website for drop day. And if you have any questions whatsoever, go ahead and comment them down below. I'd be happy to answer them. But with that to say, let's go ahead and jump right into the first piece. So we're going to start things off with an accessory I know you guys have been waiting for, and that is the Grace Bracelet. The Grace Bracelet is essentially a shrunken down version of the Grace necklace and is meant to be worn as a set. It is comprised of the same high quality stainless steel that we use for the Grace necklace and does feature clasp closure with an additional extra length of chain to go ahead and get the perfect fitting for your respective wrist. At the end of the bracelet is a charm that is etched with the LWH logo. And also, if you're wondering, we did intentionally engineer for the Grace bracelet to be sized so that it would stack perfectly and complement any timepiece, and is something I do suggest trying out. It looks so fire together. This next piece is known as the Savior Tee, and as entailed in the name, it does feature a photo of my Savior, my Lord, my King, Jesus Christ. And sitting atop the photo is some puff print that does read 1 by 1, which is a nod to Jesus conquering death on our behalf. Thus, we have now been 1 by 1. This design is on a fully custom cut and sew blank, one that I do believe I've personally perfected. It does feature a silhouette that does have a subtle crop and is pretty wide in nature. If you want a more oversized fit, I would suggest going one size up. And as it relates to garment quality, it doesn't get any better. The t-shirt is 300 GSM pre-shrunk cotton. This is a very heavyweight and dense cotton, and we did reinforce the neck ribbing to make sure this garment lasts you a very long time and many wears and washes. These are the LWH Baggy Cargos, and guys, I cannot emphasize it enough. These are the cargos, comprised of a super soft, high quality cotton and rendered through our wash protocol. This pair of cargos, you guys, provides for you incredible softness and hand feel. The details don't stop there because they do feature some nice pockets, a little bit lower than typical. But a detail that I personally love is the addition of not one set, but 2 sets of pleats down at the knee, which provide for you just such a sick detail, allowing for the pant to just fall so beautifully. This is an underrated aspect that I cannot emphasize enough. Now, they are accurately named the Baggy Cargos because we went for a more relaxed feel, but despite them being very baggy, they are going to complement a plethora of different silhouettes of shoes. This was something that was very intentional. Despite them being on the baggier side, I do suggest just going true to size and you will be good to go for intended fit. Next up, we have the perfect zip-up jackets, and rather than just having them laying here on the table, I decided to go ahead and throw it on because the fact is I simply can't get enough of the perfect zip-up jacket. This is a garment that I constantly go to since getting my first samples of these two new colorways. The perfect zip-up jacket is going to feature everything that you originally loved with our first rendition of the perfect zip-up jacket in Grace Gray, that being the immaculate cut and fit, the drop shoulder, the wider design, and of course the very subtle crop. In addition, these perfect zip-up jackets also inherit the extremely high quality, high density, heavyweight 550 GSM brushed French terry that y'all loved from the first drop, so no changes there. Actually, the only major difference that you will see is the fact that we are dropping them in these beautiful vintage faded colors, navy as well as a true wash black, and swapped out the original LWH zipper pull for this Grace pendant zipper pull. For the perfect zip up jacket, I'm gonna be fully transparent with you. At the price point that they're at, given the quality, the details, everything that goes into making this hoodie, you're going to be extremely hard pressed to find anything close to this quality at this price point. Next, we have the long-awaited G04 Denim, a pair of jeans that I've been leaking for, I want to say about a year now. The G04 Denim is a brand new fit that builds upon the template set forth from the G03 Denim, that being the relaxed fit through the thigh, the longer rise, but rather than ending in more of a straight cut, this pair features a very subtle yet very distinct flare finish. This, in my opinion, is so complimentary to any pair of footwear. So again, whether if your footwear is on the bulkier side or if you prefer a slimmer silhouette of sneaker, this pair of denim is ready to go, ready to style with whatever you throw at them. In addition to fitting absolutely beautifully, they do feature subtle details that do include the custom LWH rivets and buttons, subtle distressing, and of course, both pairs have been rendered through signature wash processes to achieve beautiful whiskering and subtle detailing for a tastefully yet deliberately executed wash detail. I do recommend taking your true size for the G04, and for the best results, if you're shorter in stature like myself, take them into a tailor and have them break right at the shoe. They're gonna look fantastic. That was something that was very intentional when producing this denim, being able to shorten them without compromising how they finish down at the ankle. The next piece is the one I actually have on. This is the Locust&WildHoney Design Studio t-shirt, comprised of a super soft 300 GSM cotton fabric. This piece is very high quality and built to last, as it does feature a very thick ribbing at the neck and is pre-shrunk to ensure it's going to last many wears over time. As you can see, you've got Locust&WildHoney California out front in Old English text with a bit of cracking and vintage design added to it. For the pocket logo, we actually printed over it. That was with intention. The thought behind this t-shirt was to produce a high quality t-shirt, one that you can go to perpetually, not give much thought to, but you will still look good, easily layer with any of the jackets you own, or maybe one of the jackets from Locust&WildHoney. For this t-shirt, I do recommend going true to size. I'm wearing a size medium. I find that it fits great, but if you prefer an oversized look, consider going one size up. And now moving on to the last piece as part of Genesis Drop 4, we have here the best for last. This is the Locust&WildHoney double face wool jacket in black. Now we heard you loud and clear, you guys absolutely loved the green apple version of this jacket, but wanted something a little bit more easy to wear, something a little bit more toned down, which is where this piece comes in. This jacket shares all the same DNA as seen as the original colorway, that being the double face wool, which which essentially means we have two pieces of super fine wool put together, resulting in two identical faces of that super fine wool. This piece is gonna keep you all the more warm, and it's gonna feel of amazing quality, and we absolutely executed it so well with this garment as we searched far and wide for the softest, best fabric we could find. Now, while it does fit exactly the same as the green apple version, we did change a couple other items, which does include the hardware. Similar to the swap from the perfect zip up jacket, we exchanged the original LWH zipper pull for the Grace pendant zipper pull, which I believe adds a little bit more character to this piece. And on the back of this jacket, we shrunk down the logo a little bit. This piece has been my absolute goat of a jacket, and I don't doubt you're gonna absolutely love it, which is why I saved the best for last for today's video. I hope to see you guys on drop day, Wednesday, December 18th. If you do plan on picking up a piece or two, go ahead and comment that garment down below. And if you have any questions whatsoever regarding this release, go ahead and make those questions known in the comments below. I will do my best to answer every single one of you. And with all of that being said, I want to wish you guys the best of luck come drop day. But in addition to that, I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to do what I get to do here on YouTube, as well as allowing me the immense privilege to live out this dream of mine, just really enjoying what I do here and produce clothing for you. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think this could be a reality. And yeah, man, just all the glory belongs to God. And of course, I want to thank you guys so much for just taking me this far, because without you, there's no way any of this is possible. So thank you. I hope this holiday season has been nothing but incredible for you, and I'll see you guys again in the next upload. Peace and be blessed.